Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's going to be maybe kind of an interesting video. I've been seeing a lot of talk lately about the Qt web browser. And it's kind of coincidental that I started using it myself from time to time. And I don't use it for everything, and I'll explain why in a minute, but for the most part I've been enjoying it. And this is by no means a tutorial, because I'm still kind of bumbling around with it, but I've been enjoying it for the most part. Now the desktop environment I have is i3, so the way I would go to open it would be just to open it through Rofi. And as you can tell, it just opens up regular DuckDuckGo. But you'll notice there's more space around it. What makes this browser kind of special is the Vim-like key bindings. And that can be an advantage and a disadvantage depending on what's going on. For example, if it's just me using the computer, the Vim key bindings make it a little more efficient for me. But however, if I have the baby in my lap and I only have one hand, I mean, being able to just click around comes in handy then. So it really depends on the situation, depends on your use case, and it really depends on what you want to do too. But anyway, the way that this works is when you first open it, you're going to see that your address bar or your title bar will be at the top. I moved that to the bottom. Just because I kind of figured out how to do it. So I can click around here and get to whatever I gotta get to just by clicking around. But that would defeat the purpose. The way that you would click something here, you hit the F key, and you'll see these hints pop up everywhere on every clickable item on the web page. So let's say I want to search for something. I hit the letter, the key of whatever I want to click. It happens to be the text box. So let's say I want to look up Arch Linux. I just hit enter. And it goes through. Now, say I want to scroll down, I could use the scroll button on the mouse, but that defeats the purpose of the efficiency here. Now, in the Vim key bindings, I believe it's J that goes down. Yes. And K will scroll up. And once I see the link that I want, I just hit F. And let's say I want to go to our Arch Linux website, let's go to Q. And follow hint. Is it Q? Maybe it's J. Oh, that's a G. Yeah, would help if I could read. And now I'm on the Arch website. And if I hit F again, it'll select every clickable element. I hit F, whatever that was. Now to go back, you would hit Shift and H. Shift H brings you back. A couple things I've learned how to do so far is I learned how to go to websites. I hit O for open, and you see I've got a bunch of these. They're called quick marks in the Qutebrowser, And I have a few saved here. You can manually type in whatever website you're looking for, and it'll start looking through your history, which is at the bottom there, and the quick marks will show up on top. I can just hit whichever one I want. Now I'm at the AUR. It's pretty efficient. Let's say I want to download something. Well, let's go to the Arch Linux download page. And of course I'm in the US, so I'm going to look for a mirrorless in the US. Normally I just grab a torrent, but this is for the demonstration of how it downloads something here. So if I hit F or KL, F, now which one of these is the ISO? Doesn't really matter which one I grab. I think it's gotta be the one with the most. I'm gonna say it's KH. And then it shows up here asking me where I want to download it to. And matter of fact, it has been over a month since I've downloaded an Arch ISO, so I'll just let it go. So there should be a new one out anyway. Select the directory that I want to send it to. I hit enter, and you see this little bar at the top comes up telling me how much it has to go and that it's downloading. Like I said, already at 100%. So there, it downloaded the Arch ISO in a matter of, I don't know, was that a nanosecond? Who was timing it? I wasn't timing it. Anyway, how do I save a quick mark, you might ask? Let's say there's a website that I want to add, and I'll make it say Amazon. I don't have Amazon added as a quick mark yet. While you're on the page that you want, just hit M, and this little text box will show up, and you can just name it whatever you want. So Amazon, hit accept, and now when I go to open, see, Amazon shows up down at the bottom here. Now, let's say we go to YouTube. This is one of the things I really like about Qutebrowser. And like I said, I'm not perfect at it. Right? Like, I'm not a coder. I kind of borrowed this from someone else. Hex DSL did a demonstration on this. But let's say I want to click on a video. Any video, and let's pick one that's maybe not going to get me banned, so we'll go here to Infinitely Galactic. So there's an ad here. What if I don't want ads? Well, let's go back. Now I set up a hotkey here. Control Shift Y brings up hints. But let's see what happens this time when I select the video that I want. It opens it in MPV. And the way that I did this was there's a file by the name of a config.py where all these kinds of things are stored. And as you can tell here, this is the part of it that binds the key. Somehow it opens up the hints and then detaches MPV, and then I have it set to open up 70% in the bottom corner of the screen. You can set that however you want. You just kind of got to learn what you're doing with MPV. That's just the MPV command there. It just tells it to go for the URL. This is where I put the tabs. So at the bottom. I wish I knew how to put the downloads at the bottom too. But like I said, this is kind of a work in progress for me. I'm still learning. One of the things that I've noticed that kind of is kind of an issue is this is a website where I go to get most of my wallpapers. Okay, it's called Desktop Nexus, and the reason I'm here is to demonstrate something here. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge it. Now if I hit F, now I can click the image, nothing happens to it when I hit the code for the image. But let's say I want to download this image. There's no download link. Well, in any normal browser like Firefox or Chrome, you could just right click the image and click Save Image and tell it where you want it to save it. And in Qutebrowser, you can do the same thing. If I just hover over it and right click it with the mouse, it gives me the option to either copy the image address, copy image, save image, and that's easy enough. But what I wish that there was some way to set up a keyboard combination to download it. Now, let's say that I want help with a certain command. Well, you can hit colon, so shift colon, and it'll give you a list of all the commands that are available. You got download clear, so if I hit that, it'll just clear the downloads at the top. A lot of the things are hotkeyed, and as you can tell, it gives you the name of the command itself, a description of what it does, and over here it tells you what the hotkey is for that particular command, if there is one. And if you want any help with any of these commands, all you have to do is type in the command. Sorry, oops, colon. And hit TAC H, and it'll open up a separate page with almost what looks like it to be a man page. And it looks like the address down here, help commands.html, 0.7 HTML file. But it gives you help with the command. And this is a whole page here. And with entries for pretty much every command. And I've been reading through this and I can't find a way to download an image through the keyboard. So I mean, that's one thing that I wish it had, and maybe there is a way to do it and I'm just not seeing it. That's a possibility. I'm just an idiot. But again, it's a learning process. I've kind of just gotten into it. But so far it's been a lot faster than Chrome or Firefox. It feels a little more lightweight, and I like how it doesn't take up a lot of room. with the address bar down here and the tabs. It's just kind of me and the web page. And I like that. I like simplicity. Everyone that knows me knows that I like simplicity. Just give me what I want done. You know, no distractions. Simpler the better. However, another thing that I've noticed that is lacking is with add-ons. One thing I like about Firefox and Chrome is there's a plugin it's called Dark Reader, that basically tries to reverse like the colors here. So instead of the background would be black and the foreground would be white. And I like that better. It's a little bit easier on my eyes. You know, the darker, a little bit easier on my eyes. However, I haven't found a way to do that in Qutebrowser either. However, another thing I've noticed is that like sometimes it can be a little bit easier to browse YouTube in a regular web browser. Just because like if you don't know what you're looking for, I mean, yanking it out into MPV is fine. But sometimes you want to just mindlessly peruse YouTube. And that makes it kind of, just gives a few extra steps to do that. So, I mean, I don't always use Qutebrowser, but I found myself using it a lot more lately. And one of the beautiful things about it is you can click around the web pages. So if I suddenly forget that that I'm using a keyboard-driven shortcut, a keyboard-driven browser, and I start scrolling around and clicking around with the mouse, it doesn't punish me. It doesn't, stop working. That works too. However, there's no like uBlock origin to block the ads on YouTube or whatever. So just keep that in mind. It is lacking in some areas. And I'm still learning some of the commands. However, from what I've been able to see, it's been a lot faster, a lot more efficient, and it just feels snappier. It really does. It feels a lot snappier than Chrome or Firefox. So, yeah, I've been kind of rambling on here for a few. What are my final thoughts on it as of now? I actually like it. I actually do like it. So, and which is usually what happens when I find like a Vim based or a terminal based or text based or one of these minimal lightweight things. Usually, as far as I go, I get hooked on it. And that's that. It's like I said, I don't use it all the time. Some use cases, keyboard-driven short browser is not the best, but usually it is. I mean, the instances where it's not are very rare. It usually involves me, either I'm holding the baby or something and I only have one hand available. And, well, that's where just being able to click around and browse around comes in handy. But for the most part, I mean, I'm liking it. I really am. And, like, I'm still kind of going through a lot of the commands. Matter of fact, is ad block update. I could run that. Update the ad blocker. pretty neat, I think. Um, I think there's a man page for it, if I'm not mistaken. There is. Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, aside from the things that I find it lacking, overall, I think it's a better experience than Firefox or Chrome, navigation-wise. And I even got Netflix and Hulu to work in it. Um, which is kind of a big thing for me. That's where I get most of my entertainment from. I know some people might be offended, like, "Oh, you're using Netflix or Hulu." Blah. It's like, well, I gotta get your entertainment somewhere. And I'm not gonna watch TV because it's all garbage on TV. But I digress. Overall thoughts: great browser. It's proven itself to be very efficient, very fast, very speedy, and very minimal. So it it checks all my boxes. And by the way, that's KDE Connect that keeps popping up with those notifications there. But anyway, um, hope you guys have a great day. Have you guys tried Qutebrowser? If you have, let me know in the comment section how it's been for you, if you like it or not, and why. Um, Let me know if you're interested in more content like this, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you, and have a great day or great night wherever you're from. Um, Thank you.